Hello and welcome to my channel, On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. We also talk about baby blankets, we talk about regular Afghans, we talk about diamond painting, and we talk about knitting. Not as much as crochet, but I do talk about that every now and then. I have something to talk about today actually, and I have a question for you knitters out there, so be sure to stay tuned. You can help me out with that. You are watching an ad-free video. I love to bring these to you because you don't have to skip through the ads. There are ads before the video and after, but not during the middle of the video where I'm talking. I'm trying to show you things. I'm trying to inspire you, and it's hard to inspire you when you're interrupted by all these crazy advertisements. So I don't allow those. I turn those off, and in so doing, I don't make as much money as I can, and because I need to support my channel. I like to buy yarn, I like to buy kits, I like to buy all kinds of things, and in order to do that and buy computer equipment and all that, you have to have some money coming in, and so it's good to have a little bit of money coming in, and you can support my channel for me. I really appreciate that by using my Etsy shop and my website to purchase patterns and things that you can use around the house. And also you can subscribe to my channel, that's free. You can subscribe to the email list, that's free. And if you had by the way, if you had a birthday in June, happy birthday. I had one in June as well. We are winding up the month of June. This is the end of June, the 27th on Friday. And to everyone who had a birthday in June, I wish you happy birthday, the month of birthdays. And then now we have some July birthdays coming up. So if you're on the email list, you will get a greeting from On the Hook Crochet on your birthday. So just know that that's coming if you sign up, and you also get a free pattern when you sign up as well. And it's totally free to join the email list. You don't have to pay a thing. And if you want to be a member though, you can help me by supporting me with finances. That is a great thing to do as well. And last week, Lori joined our membership, and I appreciate you, Lori, so much. Thank you for signing up to be a member of the On the Hook Crochet channel. Now, I want to show you one thing. I've got some finished objects, by the way. I have several finished objects. I want to show these to you. But in the mail, I received a beautiful little card, and it says, "Life is good." Boy, isn't that true? Isn't that so true? Life is good. I love to get up in the morning and still be breathing, feeling good, pretty good, not always wonderful, but you know, the older you get, the more you have going on. So I understand how that is. But this was sent to me by Claudia, and Claudia is from Pennsylvania. So Claudia, thank you for this beautiful card. It's so refreshing to get something in my post box. I love to get little cards, and I get a lot of cards in there, and I wanted to be sure I shout you out, Claudia. So thank you very much for that. Now let's talk about some finished objects that I have. I of course have my Rebecca sweater, and I'll stand up and model this for you in a little bit, but I want to show you another finished object. I showed this when I was almost finished with it, but not quite. So this is the newest baby blanket for our church blanket drive for the young mothers with babies, and this turned out to be about 38 by 38. It wasn't quite 40, but it's so beautiful. Look at those beautiful colors. And I showed you the colors the last time I showed this actually, but I think these are all Caron Simply Soft. And the odd one is this one, is persimmon. And I think this one is just a blue color. I don't know which one it is, and that's a bright yellow. And I just used white, and I had to dig into my big twist for a couple of rows, and that's fine. It looks just like the other white from Caron Simply Soft, but I have all the ends sewn in, and I also I also put the little heart on the edge of it. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. You kind of blend it in with the rest of the blanket, but there's a heart right there, and that's sort of my signature when I give away a blanket, whether to Boggy Creek or to my church blanket drive. I always put a heart on it so they'll know who it came from, and they can feel the love, of course, you know, from all the stitches that I put in there. And I put in a lot of time on it, just off and on. I didn't work on it every single day, but I finally finished it, and I was really excited to get that done. So at our next meeting, I'll take that with me, and I may start another one. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet, but anyway, I made that with Caron Simply Soft. I wanted to show you the ball band. Most of you know what Caron Simply Soft is, and it really is very, very soft. It's soft as you're crocheting it, so you don't have to worry about washing it and making it soft. It's already soft. So I really love Caron Simply Soft. I really have enough to do another blanket, and I may do that anyway. Last week I talked about ordering a kit from Mary Maxim, and this is the catalog that I got. I showed this last week. This is the Mary Maxim catalog. If you're not getting this, you should be getting this catalog. It's free in the mail. You don't have to order anything. They don't cut you off, as far as I can tell, if you don't order anything. But there's so many cool things in here to order. Lots of beautiful kits and yarns, all kinds of yarns. Lots of beautiful patterns in here as well. You can order just the pattern or the kit or however you want to do it. So there are blankets and sweaters and shawls and everything else in here. But they also have gifts, and I love the gifts. I love the gifts, and this is what I ordered. This is the stackable pumpkins, and I just thought that was so cute. I just really loved that. And I received the kit on Monday, last Monday. So I talked about it Friday, and I received the kit on Monday, and I made it all up, and I'm all done with it. And here it is. This is the, if you saw my thumbnail, you would have seen this. I was holding this up. This is the stacked pumpkin set, all crocheted up and ready to go on my fireplace, which it will be doing in October. So as you can see, there's some little vines on here, which I thought was really cute. And I may put some more on here, I don't know. But I also organized it differently, and it was a mistake that I made, but I think I'm going to just leave it the way it is. As you can see, they've got the multicolored pumpkin in the middle, and I have it on the bottom. And actually, this pumpkin is supposed to be the medium size, and it turned out to be the larger pumpkin. This was supposed to be the large pumpkin, and it turned out to be the medium size. So I went large, medium, and small, and that's how I wanted to arrange it. So that's how it looks. It turned out really nice. That is such a pretty yarn. Let me find it in here. That is the, well, this is what it looks like. Let me put this down. This is what it looks like. It's prism yarn. It's the prism yarn. Let's see if they give me the color. I'm not sure if they do. Autumn Mist. I think it's Autumn Mist. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? So beautiful. And there are other colors in here too that are kind of buried down in there. There are all kinds of colors, and what you can do is just pull some of this color off and use the color that's underneath to make the different little vines and the leaves and all that. I just went through and found the colors that I wanted, and I did that. And then they send you a little bit of this yarn. It's a worsted weight, maybe a bulky. I think this is a bulky, to make the stem, and so the stem turns out real cute. It kind of curves over, and they've designed it for that. It's just really nice. I love their kits. If I have one that I really like and I order it, I always make it up because it's just so cute. Now, I'm not sure I'd want them to just send me stuff because I'm not sure I'd want to make it, but I know I like to make pumpkins in the fall. I'll bring it out with my other pumpkins when I do my fall decorating. A lot of y'all answered the question that I asked last week about, do you crochet faster or knit faster when you're playing Yarn Chicken? And a lot of you said you did. Some said you go slower. I thought that was interesting too. You go slower when you're crocheting or knitting with the very last piece of yarn and you try to make it just fit. And it could be that you tighten up your stitches. Somebody said that too. So there are a lot of things that we do to kind of work through things. That when you're a yarn person, you don't always get the right number of yards. I do that, but mostly I buy too much yarn, and then I have plenty. I don't have to worry about running out. But the knit crate yarn that I was working with my Sunlace Tee last week, I was running out, and so I ordered an extra hank of that, and that'll be in the giveaway this week. Okay, let's talk about what I have on. I have on my newest Rebecca sweater and loving it. This is the pattern on Etsy. This is what it looks like. And you can print it right off of Etsy. But since I told Mr. On the Hook I didn't have a booklet for that particular pattern. We thought we did, but we didn't. So he went out and he designed the booklet. This is the Rebecca Sweater Crochet Pattern Booklet. And it has the same front on it so you can see which one it is. And it has pages in here And the pattern is already printed for you, so you don't have to print it, and it comes to you just like this. You don't have to do anything but open it up and start crocheting. So I thought that I would ask him to do that, and he did. He got it out there on Amazon, so I'll put a link to it down in the description box, and let me stand up and show you what this looks like. This is my newest Rebecca sweater. Love it. It's made from cotton sprout. I'll show you the ball band when I get back to my desk, but I wanted to show this to you. It's the perfect length, and I told you last week a little bit about it, that I use a smaller hook to go around the bottom to make my 2x2 rib. I think it's, 2x2 rib. And as you can see, it fits me a little bit better than it doesn't blouse out. Sometimes I make ribbing and I don't like the way it looks. So I downsized my hook, and this is working just great. I also added lace on the sleeves, and as you know, I had last week, I showed you the sleeve, and it was about this long, about like that. And then I added some a row of double crochet, and then I also added 4 rows of lace, and then I finished up with half double crochet, and then I turned it and did the half double crochet on the other side. So you know, you don't turn it all when you're doing this. You just keep going round and round, and slip stitch into that first stitch of your last row, or the row you're on, and then it lays down pretty well. I think it does. I like the look of it. I like my sleeves to be a little bit longer on some of my tops, and this one I can wear without a tank top, and I can also not have to wear a jacket over it. The sleeves are long and modest enough, so it's not like they're way up here. But I do like this length much better than a short sleeve if I'm going out. So that's how I made this one. This is a cotton sweater, so it's a lot more comfortable than wool. A little bit more. I shouldn't say a lot. It's a little bit more comfortable than wool, but it breathes a little bit better. It also has the lace rows here and on the sleeves. Now, the back of it dipped down quite a bit, just like it does in the front. It dips down, and I used my crochet intuition to add on 2 rows of lace, and I'll turn around and show you that. Look up here at the top, and you can see that I've added 2 rows of lace up here at the top. I just eased in with some slip stitches and single crochet. Then I went to double crochet and double crochet my lace across for 2 rows, and you just graduate it into the neckline, you know, using your slip stitches to make it smooth. And then I went all the way around the neckline with half double crochet just to smooth it out back here, and it looks pretty nice. I like it. It comes up a little bit higher in the back, which is what I like. I didn't want it to be too low in the back on the neckline, so I added some short rows, as some knitters call them. They're short rows. They just go from here to here, and they just add some height to whatever piece you're working on, either front or the back. So I hope you like this. This is the Rebecca sweater. You can use your crochet intuition to change this all you want. You can add to it, take away from it, do all kinds of things. And if you want to check back with my video from last week, I showed a lot more detail about how I fixed under the arms. I did some things like that. So if you want to know a little bit more about the Rebecca sweater, you can do that. It's a top-down, easy crochet. There are no large stitch counts to worry about. You just go, 6 and then increase, 6 and then increase, and then at the end of your row, because everybody has a different number of stitches, you just use your crochet intuition to make sure that there are increases or decreases, whatever you're working on, kind of evenly spaced. You don't have to be exact about it, and there are no large stitch counts in this pattern or any of my other patterns either. I don't do that. Everybody makes their sweater to fit them, so I can't really tell you how many stitches you need. That is up to you. So that's the Rebecca sweater. I hope you like it. I'm wearing it with some white dress pants and some deck shoes, and I'm ready to leave the house. So like I said, I hope you like this Rebecca sweater pattern. It's on my Etsy shop and also on my website. And again, you can get the Rebecca sweater pattern at Amazon. This is on Amazon. I hope I didn't say my website, but this, you can get it on my website, but you have to print it. This is on Amazon. It's already printed for you, so you can go out there and take a look. I'll put the links to all that down in the description box. Now, as you know, I'm a diamond painter. I love to diamond paint. I'm painting a brand new diamond painting, and I want to show that to you right now. So here we go. Today I have a brand new diamond painting that I want to show you. Actually, this is one that Mr. On the Hook picked out for his room. He just decided he wanted this one. He thought he wanted the last one, and that was a beautiful painting, but he likes this one better. And I already had this in my stash. I have 4 diamond paintings in my stash, and this is one of the paintings I had. This is from Diamond Art Kit. This is Diamond Art Club, actually, and this is how it comes in a really nice box, beautifully done, just a gorgeous box. And I've had it sitting in my stash, and this is a picture of it right here. I'll step back so you can see it. I think that's all of it. Yeah, right there. This only has 38 colors. I believe it's 38. Yes, it only has 38 colors, but they're beautifully done. I really like it. I don't even know. Oh, yes, I do. I do know who the artist is. The artist is Graham Gherkin. Graham Gherkin. I had to take it off, and I had to use release paper all over the painting, but hopefully I won't have to do that on this one. I might later as it moves on, but you never know. And there's also one person in this painting right in the middle. I almost didn't even notice that, but there's a lot of reflection in here, just like the last painting that I was working on. It's really, really beautiful. I love it very much, and it is called Wet Night. Wet Night, W-E-T, night. And I don't know why. I guess because it's been raining, and it looks like this is a street, and there's a person standing there on the street. So I guess that's what it is. Or maybe the person is on the bank of a river. I'm not really sure. I can't tell by looking at it, but it's a really beautiful painting. I like it. Lots of landscaping. So here we go. I'll start on this, and I will see you next week with my progress I've made on this diamond painting, my newest one. I put it on a Post-it so that I could see it when I was working on my painting. So that's by Graham Gherkin, and it's a beautiful painting, very light. And these are the colors in the room upstairs that he likes. So I thought I would try this. I've got it all set up. Here are all the colors that are in it. I've moved out the ones from my last diamond painting. And this is the selection of colors. Lots of orange in there. Really beautiful. As you can see over here, we look at the painting. There's a lot of orange in there. And I have already started it. I did 1 square last night, and I did pretty well on it. I was on it for about an hour and a half. And almost the whole square done. I have just a few little pieces left to do. And then I'll start on this one. And this is how I do it. I'm just leaving the clear plastic on it, and I cut it into little sections, see? And I just flip them up and work on them while I'm got it pulled up. And then when I'm through, I'll cut that off, and I'll move to the next one. So I haven't cut this one off yet. It's still there. But the plastic on this painting is a lot better quality than the last one. The last one was very, very thin, and so I couldn't work with it like that. I had to take it off, and I had to put these I had to take it off, and I had to use release paper all over the painting. But hopefully I won't have to do that on this one. I might later as it moves on, but you never know. And there's also one person in this painting right in the middle. I almost didn't even notice that, but there's a lot of reflection in here, just like the last painting that I was working on. It's really, really beautiful. I love it very much, and it is called Wet Night. Wet Night, W-E-T, night. And I don't know why. I guess because it's been raining, and it looks like this is a street, and there's a person standing there on the street. So I guess that's what it is. Or maybe the person is on the bank of a river. I'm not really sure. I can't tell by looking at it, but it's a really beautiful painting. I like it. Lots of landscaping. So here we go. I'll start on this, and I will see you next week with my progress I've made on this diamond painting, my newest one. I hope you like that. That is a brand new painting. I'm loving it. It's so light and airy, and I don't think it's going to take me that long. I did a whole square in one night. Usually it takes me 2 nights to do a square on a diamond painting, because it just depends on how many shades of colors there are, and there are fewer colors on this one than there were on the last diamond painting I did. So it shouldn't take me quite as long to work on this one. So I keep my time to make sure that I know how long it takes me to do a particular diamond painting. All right, let's talk about some knitting now for you knitters and for crocheters who might want to knit something. If you remember this, I made a summer sweater out of this, and this is Hawthorne is the name of the yarn. Let me get that ball band here. It's Hawthorne DK weight from Knit Picks. Let me take this Post-it off here. The Hawthorne Knit Picks, and you can get it on We Crochet as well. It's a DK weight, and it's called Cattail Kettle. Cattail Kettle. And it is a 100-gram ball, and this is way more than that. I haven't even started with this one. I crocheted a very heavy sweater. I was almost finished with it. I had one sleeve already done, and the other sleeve I was just starting on, and I did not like it. I did not like it. It was too heavy, and I had used a small hook, and it was so dense and heavy that I probably wouldn't be wearing it. I know that I wouldn't be wearing it. To pick it up, it weighed like 3 pounds. It weighed too much. So I ripped all of that out. I frogged it out, and I made one of my summer sweaters out of it. I'll see if I can find a picture, and I'll put it over here, but I made one of my summer sweaters out of it. And I like that one because it's got a lot of lace stitching on it. It's actually, I think it's has holes all in it. I don't think it's just two rows. I think it's the whole thing is just a little bit airy. I think you have to wear a tank top under it. I'll have to look and see. I don't remember. But anyway, I thought I would knit something with what I had left. And this is what I had left after I made the other summer sweater. And this is what I think I had 4 or 5 hanks of this stuff. And I'm a little worried that I'm not going to have enough, so I ordered another hank the other day just to be sure. And they actually still had it. It's at least 2 years old. But it may have been last year, I don't know, but I didn't think they'd have it, but they did. On Knit Picks, they had this particular yarn. And I'm going to show you another picture of my inspiration. I don't know which side it comes on. Another picture of an inspirational shot that I think it was on Pinterest is where I found it. A front and a back view of a sweater made out of this exact yarn. So one of my viewers told me which yarn it was, and I ordered it, and it was that yarn. It was so beautiful. I just loved it. And I ordered a lot of it, but there again, I didn't order enough for 2 sweaters. So I've ordered another hank of it. But I'm knitting, if you can believe it now, after last week's rant about knitting, I started another sweater. And I'm using a 6 needle, which I was always upset about last week. And this is a DK weight, so it's the same weight as the sweater from last week. But last week's sweater, I was doing a top-down sweater, and I didn't like it because my decreases weren't right. They just never did work out. I do better with the square. So I start at the bottom, and I work my way up. And so the bottom of this, it's my own pattern. I'm not even going by a pattern. But I'm using the 3 rows of garter stitch along the bottom. Okay, I don't know how that's going to lay down. It doesn't want to lay down. The whole thing wants to curl up. So I'm hoping that when I block it, it'll lay flat. But this is what it looks like. Let me get it up there where you can see it. And see, this is turned up. I just don't like that. And if you write me and tell me that that's never going to lay down, I'll just rip the whole thing out and start over, because I don't want a sweater that it just rolls up on all the time. But anyway, this is what it looks like. I really like this yarn. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful it is when you knit it up and when you crochet it as well. So beautiful. And I'm really loving it. I'm loving it. I'm going to make it a sleeveless sweater, just like the one I showed you in the picture. So I've worked on this all week, and I've gotten this far, which is pretty well. It's about 5 inches, and I've not knocked myself out. I work on it pretty much every day for a little while, not a whole long time, maybe an hour or something like that. So it's an inch an hour. I don't think so. I think it takes me longer than an hour to do an inch of that. It's probably 2 hours. But I'm really loving it. I love the color of the yarn. And it's not for everybody. That's kind of a chartreusey yellowish kind of color, and it's not for everybody, but I just love that color. I have several knit shirts in that color, t-shirts and long sleeve t-shirts and things like that. I really love the color, but we'll see how I do with the knitting. If you write me and tell me that that's going to lay down, I'll keep going. Otherwise, I'm going to frog it out and I'll start over again and use a rib at the bottom. I know that works, but I was just kind of bored with ribbing. I didn't want to rib, and it also takes a lot of concentration to do 2 and 2, 2 and 2, or even 4 and 4, 4 and 4. And you knitters know what I'm talking about. Well, it's knit, purl, 4, purl, knit 4, purl 4, and that's okay. I did several sweaters like that, and I can rip it out and do it again because I don't want the bottom of it to flip up. So if you're a knitter and you can tell me that that's going to lay down eventually when I block it or whatever, then I will keep going on it. So be sure to let me know. If you're a knitter and you're pretty sure about that, let me know, and I'll keep going or frog it out. I know I keep going back to stuff, but this is the cotton sprout that I made my Rebecca sweater in that I'm wearing right now. So it's this, and the color is cornflower. Cornflower is the color, and it's really, really soft. I like Premier yarns. They are quite lovely and wonderful, and you know that I haven't finished really. I've written part of it. My Sophie scarf, and here's one right here. I think I showed this to you a few weeks ago. It's one of these that gets small at the end. It's great for gifts and all that. I'm working on it. I haven't finished it. I wanted to finish my Rebecca sweater, and I wanted to finish my pumpkins, and I wanted to work on this. So that's what I've been doing all week, and my diamond painting too. Now, I did tell Mr. On the Hook that I love America, and he does too. We're very patriotic couple. We love to celebrate the 4th and all that. And I said to Mr. On the Hook, I would like to offer some merchandise that has a flag on it. And I said, I don't want just a regular flag. I want a pretty flag, and I want some other stuff on there too. So he said, okay, I'll go out and see what I can find, and find an artist that'll, make us one that'll be really, really pretty. And I said, okay. So he came back with a design that I really liked. I really liked it. So we put it on an 18 by 18 bag. We put it on a Notions pouch, and we did it on 2 mugs, a large mug and a small mug, and we also did it on a tumbler, which I use all summer long. I love these tumblers. They're dishwasher safe. You just throw them in the dishwasher. So I have 3 now. That was the 3rd one. He ordered me one, and it came in, so I want to show that to you. Well, here's what Mr. On the Hook came up with. It is quite beautiful. Look at that. It's just gorgeous, and it's got a nice flag on it too. This is a full flag right here. It's a full flag. It's got a little bit of a artist representation on the end, but it is a beautiful flag. And then he found the flowers, and I'm gonna get that up there where you can see it. It's quite beautiful. Look at all the flowers, and there's a couple of red flowers on there, and then white flowers and blue flowers. So red, white, and blue flowers, and also the beautiful flag. And it goes all the way around like that, and I've got my logo up here so you can remember where you got it from. But this is the On the Hook tumbler, and we're calling it America. The whole line of products is going to be America products, or the America line. And this is the same one. There are several designs, and I'll show you the 2 because he ordered a mug for me, and I love this mug. I'm already going to have some coffee out of this tomorrow morning. But this is the mug. And I believe that is this is different design than this one. I don't know which one is which, but anyway, they're different, and they're pretty. Look how pretty that is. He did such a nice job on this. There's my logo down there, and then there's another design. So that's different. It's got 2 big white flowers. This has 4 daisies on it, so it is different. Beautiful, one on each side. And there's also the large mug. This is the small mug. This is the size I like. But a lot of people like the large, I think it's 15 or 16 ounce mugs. A lot of people like that. And then I also have the tumbler, the 2 bags, the big project bag and the Notions bag. So all of those will have one of these or 2 of these designs on them. And we are going to put them on the website, and it'll be hopefully available next Friday on July the 4th. So I told him that I'd like to have that goal to do that, and he's working on the website and having to do some extra work on it with someone else. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but I'm pretty sure we'll have it by the end of next week. So for my July 4th show, which will be next Friday, be sure to tune into that. We're going to offer this merchandise, and it might be on sale. You never know. I think I'm going to talk him into doing that. So we'll have some merchandise out there, and the July 4th show, which I'll have some flags, and I'll be wearing my America tank. Oh, and next week, now sign up for this. This is part of the giveaway for this week. Sign up for this. This is the America tank crochet pattern, and this is already printed, and I'm going to give one of these away next Friday. So I'm really excited about that. He's going to order one for each week in July. So I'll be giving away one of these each week in July, starting with next week. So if you're interested in this, put a comment down in the comment section and use the word tank, T-A-N-K, for this, T-A-N-K, and use that for this pattern, and you'll be in the running for this, and I'll pick a winner next Friday on our July 4th show, and then we'll start some more things next Friday as well. All right, so last week we talked about 3 gifts that we were giving away today. One was the Knit Nation newspaper. If you're a knitter, you would probably love this, and if you're not, you can enjoy reading it as well. It's kind of fun. I mean, if you win it, you should just go ahead and read it. It's fun, fun, fun if you're a crocheter, but if you're a knitter, it's even more fun because you kind of know what they're talking about there. But to sign up for that would be the word nation in last week's video comment. So if you did that, you're in the running for winning that. Now, second gift is some luxury yarn, Knitology glowing worsted, and the keyword here was glow, but this is what the tag looks like, and it's a beautiful, beautiful luxury yarn, and it's just so gorgeous, and I'm just giving it away. It's going to give away today. So if you use the word glow, you'll be in the running for that as well. And then last but not least is the comment would have the word pink in it to sign up for this gift. And this is 2 shades of pink, beautiful, beautiful worsted yarn, and 2 different colors of pink. And they were designed together, so I think they probably blend very well together in a crocheted or a knitted project. So the keyword again was pink. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these gifts this week. And here we are to select our winners for the 3 gifts this week. I already have the word nation in the software here, so we can go ahead and get started. And this is for the winner of the Knit Nation newspaper. Knit Nation newspaper. Now, I actually enjoy reading this, even though I'm not much of a knitter. And I know I'm probably not going to make the patterns. But anyway, it's kind of fun to read it. So let's find out who wins the Knit Nation newspaper, and that would be Patricia Graham Davis. Patricia Graham Davis, you have won the Knit Nation newspaper. So congratulations to you. Now let's go find out who wins this beautiful luxury yarn, and it's the turquoise color, and the word was glow. And let's type that in there. Glow is in there now. And let's see how many people signed up for this. Well, I'm down here. Here we go. Okay. All right. So let's go over here and find out who wins the beautiful Knit Crate luxury yarn in the turquoise color, light turquoise. Very beautiful. Susan Showers, $37.98. Susan Showers, $37.98. You have won the luxury yarn from Knit Crate in the turquoise color. It's very, very nice. Okay, so let's go here and find out who our third winner is. And this was the keyword was pink. Sorry about that. The keyword was pink on this. Let's go down here and find out how many comments we had with the word pink. I think I saw quite a few. I sure did. Okay, let's go down here and find out who wins the pink luxury yarn from Knit Crate. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. It's in the worsted size as well. Kathy Tusky. Kathy Tusky or Tusk, I'm not sure which one. You have won the luxury yarn from Knit Crate in the pink color. So congratulations to all our winners. Congratulations to the winners. Please, I'll put an email address here. Send me an email with your name, what you won, and the word winner in the subject line. And be sure to send your address in the body of the email and send that right off to me so I can get those to you right away. So congratulations to our winners. Now for next week, I have 3 more gifts. And of course, you already saw this one. This was for the America Tank pattern already printed up. This is from Amazon, and I'll be giving this away next week, and use the word tank, T-A-N-K, right there, to sign up for that. And if you do that, you'll be in the running for that gift next week. Also, I have 3 skeins of cotton sprout left. That's what I used to make this blouse. And there's the label. There are 230 yards on each skein. That's 690 yards. And you could probably make a top out of that, crocheted. It can't be really long or really big, but if you want to, you can order more of this. It's the cornflower color way, and it's very beautiful. I love it, but I have way too much of this, so I don't need it. And so I'm going to give this away to a lucky winner, and use the word sprout. Let me find that word here. Sprout, S-P-R-O-U-T, sprout. Use the word sprout to sign up for these 3 skeins next week. And then last but certainly not least, y'all know that I made another Sunlace Tee, and here's a picture of it, out of this yarn. This is the URU yarns, Sugared Sport. As you know, I ordered an extra hank of this and I didn't need it for my sweater. So I'm giving this away. It's untouched, quite beautiful. And it's the colorway Lapis, L-A-P-I-S. And like I said again last week, it's sport weight. You can order more of this on eBay. Right now they have some out there. A couple of companies have this out there. So you can order more to go with it and make your own top. Or you can make something else out of this. It's very beautiful. I really love it. And I'm glad I ordered this, but I didn't really need it. I came right down to the end of the wire on that other one. And I didn't want to break into this one because I knew I wanted to give it away if I wasn't going to use it. So if you're interested in this, use the word Lapis, L-A-P-I-S, L-A-P-I-S. I'll put it right down here, the word Lapis, and that's the colorway of this beautiful yarn. So you'll be in the running for that. Use that in your comment for this video. So be sure to leave a comment for me and let me know what you think. Also, if you're a knitter, answer my question about the bottom of that sweater. I'm going to go ahead and continue to knit on it, but I would appreciate hearing from you if you know the answer to that, if the bottom will flip up, if it will never be able to be fixed, if it'll just always flip up, because I don't like that. So anyway, I hope you have a great week. If you're feeling good, if you're feeling bad, I hope you get to feeling better. And my prayers and thoughts go out to you, for those of you who write me and tell me you've broken something or fallen down or you're feeling bad. I put y'all in my prayers. I appreciate all of y'all's beautiful comments about my channel, and I think most of y'all appreciate the no ads. I did get a lot of those comments. Every week I get those comments that they appreciate that there aren't any interruptions in my videos. So thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that as well. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you again next Friday on July the 4th. So join me then to find out what's on the hook.